fire signs. I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is your weekly elemental reading. Okay, like and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is greatly loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of light only. You're welcome into this reading. Please give the the fire signs the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, so Spirit gave me little notes to tell all the signs today. First, there's Anansi. Okay, he is the African god of knowledge, wisdom, and trickery. Okay. And then the spider talks about patience and persistence. Okay, and how spiders set webs, and wait patiently for the damn prey to run right in there. Okay, Spirit wanted me to tell all the elements that you need to have patience, okay, and just keep on persisting in the things that Spirit is having you to do. Okay, you're being guided by your elders, okay, a lot. Okay, your ancestors are teaching you all of these lessons, and all of these experiences that you've gone through. Okay, so bear with them. Okay. Lavender. Okay, you might really like lavender, but I don't know. I said it like that because I wasn't planning on saying that. Okay, but you might need some lavender. Okay. You could use some lavender in your spiritual bath or get some lavender tea. Lavender tea is really good for the crown chakra, okay? Also, Spirit had me watching this video about waist beads this morning, okay? This lady was talking about, her bad experience with buying some waist beads, and she didn't really know. I mean, she knew who had given the gift, but she really didn't know what's wrong with them, and she was having bad dreams and shit like that. So Spirit's saying be very careful where you're buying your jewelry and things from, and when you do get them, you should be cleansing them and charging them yourself, again, just to make sure that you're truly making that thing your own. Okay, so what is the overall energy for the fire signs? I didn't even finish my sentence. The hedge witch, herb wisdom, secrets, and hidden love. That's a pretty card. What's at the bottom? Awin, gift, divine inspiration, and awakening. Okay. Excuse me. So you could be getting ready to receive a lot of gifts, or you are receiving lots of gifts. Okay, spiritual and physical gifts. Going through a lot of different, like, I don't know. I had like a emotional roller coaster going on this morning when I got up, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? And Spirit answered me. I read myself and stuff, because if I do wake up feeling like that, if I don't just pop out of bed, exercising and cleaning up and getting ready to record all happy and shit, then, I take the time to, read myself, evaluate myself. Even if I do wake up in a good mood, I will read myself. So if you have cards, it's a good, habit to get into reading yourself. Okay, you don't have to do it every morning, but just if you're having certain feelings and you really don't understand, like what the hell's going on, sometimes Spirit does want you to, communicate with them in some kind of way. Pay attention to the signs that you're seeing right now, fire signs. Okay, so the hedge witch says you're being asked to consider herbal forms of healing, working with what is in between, effective and yet natural, available and yet still hardly acknowledged. Changing the foods you eat to include more greens and herbs to boost energy and health, and begin to pay serious attention to the quality of foods you eat. Again, with a very close focus on the world of herbs and plants. So you could work with herbs and plants very well. If you're not into it, you should. Spirit saying you need to get into it. Okay, you need to look up the magical properties of like basil, bay leaves, cloves, okay, chives, any fruits and vegetables that you are attracted to. Like it's like smart eating, you know what I'm saying? It's like because you're you're eating foods for the spiritual benefits and for the health benefits, and so it's like feeding your entire body, okay, and it feeds your mind going to look into each different herb, so it's all around the way that it works. Okay, it says you can at this time adjust the way you eat and find essential oil blends which assist with sleeping. I'm hearing lemongrass, like lemongrass or lavender. You can even get some lavender oils, some lavender essential oil. Okay. It says, with becoming calm, with, let me start the sentence over. It says, you can at this time adjust the way you eat and find essential oil blends with assist with sleeping, with becoming calm, with dissipating anger, increasing self love, and depending and deepening your wisdom. Okay. Explore growing your own flowers, vegetables, and herbs. When you begin to consider the truth that what you ingest becomes the very molecules of your body, and you may decide at this time to reduce additives, sugar, GMOs, and various forms of meat too. You now begin a journey into health and well being and eat what is good and wholesome for you. The hedge witch is a messenger guiding you to this new path of nourishment and well being through the plant world. Okay, so one time I was just chilling, minding my business, and I seen the angel number, and I looked at the angel number, and spirit was like, "Good luck on your weight loss journey." Okay, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so now we either," and it was like, and they sent me another. I think it was something with 16 in it, and they was like, "Oh, whenever you see a 1 or 6, you could be, overeating, or you could be making that plate too big." Like, spirit really be on it. Okay, follow your intuition. Okay, your intuition is always right. Your intuition's always right because you are a royal descendant. That was just at the bottom of the deck. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. But the bottom of the deck just said royal descendant a second ago. So, but follow your intuition, okay? Your intuition is so smart, okay? It knows everything that you need, okay? And this says wisdom will not enter a shifty soul. And a shifty soul is one that acts fraudulently and tries to deceive woes. I'm really getting like, avoid that kind of energy, okay? Just avoid, people who do not possess wisdom in their souls, okay? Because that's kind of poisonous to your soul, okay? To your aura. It says salmon. Be constantly aware and attuned to surroundings, missing the little things. So you could be missing the little things, or missing out on enjoying like the little things in life, slow down, get excited like you're a little girl, like, oh my God, look, it's a butterfly, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to get that back, that's your inner child. Let that shit out, people are always walking around taking themselves so seriously, and I mean, I can be guilty of that at times, we're just like, no, I don't want to right now, but like you carve your own path, okay? Spirit, this says blessings from professional sacrifice. So you could have lost a job recently or lost out on something that you could have miss some sort of opportunity. Okay, you don't miss opportunities. Okay, everything happens for a reason. That is facts. Okay, everything literally happens for a reason. So if you lost a job, or you changed a job, or circumstances changed in that thing, please believe, you have to believe that, okay, this is going to work out for the better. Because if you only think about all of the negative things that could come along with that change, then that's what you're actually actively attracting, is more negative things than positive. So just try to remain attuned to your surroundings, but like remain attuned but detach is what spirit's saying, okay? Like, just because you're attuned to it doesn't mean you have to let every single little thing affect you. You have to have some faith with spirit that they do things for a good reason, because they don't do nothing for no reason. Spirit does things in a proper order. This says sacred waters, drunken by the swell of the sea. I can feel the blanket of her embrace, unafraid of the presence. Releasing cords, I call her in. I call her deeply within. So you could be releasing a lot of different chords right now, getting rid of people in your life. I'm hearing Let It Burn by Usher. Okay, some of y'all could have got out of some relationships that were no good for you. Okay, it says growth. Yeah, you chose growth. Okay, you're learning that your growth is more important than anyone who could come around and try to present themselves as a very important thing that you need. Okay, it says, inside myself I've seen beauty with wounds which speak of my immortality in the expanse, eternal song, softly bellowing in spirit. Okay. So it's like you're really hearing and feeling the call, You probably have been being called to eat herbs too, like they were saying. Hand fastings. The pools pulse through all that I am. No hidden form is left untouched. I am willing, I am risking, for I yearn for unity, spilled lustrosity upon my lips. Okay, so you could be like longing for some unity, okay? You could be feeling really lonely lately, that hit me a little bit, but it's like all in divine time, okay? This says stone circle. In ceremony, you conjure a devotion so deeply, it reflects thy worship into yourself. I feel like you do a lot of like spiritual things. like like you could like to like do bonfires, drum circles, things like that. That's what I'm really getting from that. Okay. You could live like in a wooded area, You spend a lot of time outside though, for sure. Okay, you might really love to be outside. What is this? Solar portal. Being centered, balancing power and manipulation. So that doesn't go in this deck, obviously. Wildcat, be still and tune in, for there is something afoot lurking alongside of you. So maybe someone could be trying to come in and like manipulate your energy in some type of way, but they really can't. That's really for real. Like what I'm really getting from that, they really can't. They really somebody been chanting and shit. Look at this. This should say chant. It says, hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. Somebody wants to break you out of your truth, okay? They don't want you to see this clear vision. They don't want you to realize that you can fly, okay? Embodiment. Now unsown from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby steals my pain as the skies bleed for my heart and the embodiment I am to claim, okay? So like I said, then no one can stop you from, embodying the pure, truest you. No one, nobody can stop you from that shit. Spirit's just saying like you need to stay persistent on the goal. There's definitely some shit lurking, but that's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as you're doing your protection work, or having of some kind, whatever kind it is that you do. If you don't do protection work, I highly recommend you do some protection work, especially if you want to ascend properly and in peace. Okay. This says fullness though. Okay. Show some gratitude as often as possible. I'm always showing so much gratitude. Okay. Like that gratitude is a great attitude to have, and affirmations and things like that, they really cheer me up, like I had like a whole list of them that I would do every morning, okay? But now I kind of just make them up on the fly. You can make up affirmations right in your head. Uh, with an affirmation, all you're doing is affirming something that you want to become true, or that deep down at the soul level is true, and it even helps to affirm things that are not yet, in your reality. Like you can affirm anything you want to you, okay? Prosperity, okay? You can have it all. This says have it all. You're meant to have it all. All you have to do is follow your intuition. Remember that your intuition is always right. Your intuition is right. Stop questioning yourself. Your intuition is right. If you feel it, Like, don't be afraid to do that thing. You do a lot of self-care, a lot of self-cleansing. You don't have to worry about somebody coming in and, manipulating your energy in any way. That's just not going to happen. Okay. You already took your licks. You already took your licks. You already got your ass whooped, got betrayed, got all kinds of shit happen to you. Okay. You're not due for any more of that. Spirit's saying don't be afraid to pounce on the things that you want. Don't be afraid to act. Like, just decide to act. And when you decide to act, okay, trust in your intuition and what actions it told you to take, because your intuition is very accurate. There is nothing wrong with it. It works real good. Okay. But you have to learn to listen to your intuition, okay, so you can be more flexible, and you can have you need to have more confidence in the decisions that you're making. Okay, just stand your ground on it. A lot of people tend to question those kind of things, like, okay, when you're following your intuition, oh, just that one. And it's like, what? Why? How do you know? Like, why? You don't have time to explain, you know, why you're following your intuition, or how your intuition can be trusted. Okay, just them questions alone feels like some doubt instilling shit to me. Like, who asks that? How do you know you can trust your intuition? You can always trust your intuition, because that's what spirit uses to send you nudges on things that you need to do. Spirit will put different herbs and fruits and shit. Like, if you hear something and you don't know what that means, Google it, look it up, because you're a celestial channel. Come on, spirit, because you're a celestial channel. Okay, it says hidden beauty, remaining optimistic and staying neutral. You channel, so spirit talks right to you. So don't doubt those ideas. Look at divine creation. Don't doubt those ideas, on things to eat, on things to create, on steps to take. That's your guidance. Okay, sometimes at first it's hard to know if you tripping or not. And even when you're in it, like, you question yourself, you're gonna question yourself. But spirit say question them. Okay, it says acceptance, personal commitments, and euphoria. Like, just accept yourself. Okay, make a personal commitment to yourself, to your intuition, to trusting what you want to do. That's the best energy medicine. Energy medicine, that's the best thing for you. Some of you could do energy medicine, you could do energy work. Okay, it says sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility, and deep rest. Some of you need to get more rest. You're not getting enough rest for spirit. Okay, you can't wear yourself out, or you can't be like, if you're worn out, like, you can't pour from an empty cup, is what spirit's saying. If you feel like you don't have any energy to put towards something, how can you give those energies, give energy to others? If you don't have energy for you, then you don't have energy for anybody or anything else. Even if you're walking around doing it, you're just draining yourself. So just avoid, overworking, overthinking. Okay, overwatching, like, damaging things. I used to watch a lot of, like, Love and Hip Hop and all of that shit. That shit is got the worst. It's pushing out so much negative energy. It's just too much. But I didn't really realize it until I stopped watching things like that. So be careful what you're watching. Okay, you have a sacred purpose. You have the answer. Okay, you could be, excuse me, having a lot of very clear dreams. I'm gonna just go ahead and take that burp as confirmation. Okay, it says light activation, evolution of spirit, actioning of plans, and transcendence. Okay, this is where you are. This is where you are, whether you realize it or not. But there's a need for you to, spend some time in your sacred space, expecting positive outcomes. I said accepting, though, so maybe you need to open up to accepting too. Okay, and to the idea that you are definitely worthy. Okay, it says clarity, luck, attraction, and removing obstacles. Sometimes the only obstacles we're having are within us. And I like I said, I was having all kinds of emotions this morning, and I started crying. I was like, why am I even crying? Like, I promise you guys, I don't have nothing to cry about. And spirit was like, just cry. And I was like, all right, fine. I was just crying. I was crying for like 30 minutes. And I was like, what is going on? So then I finally just pulled out the cards, and they told me a little something that made me feel better. And then once I really went and got in the shower, like I felt so good. Like I felt so good after I rinsed my crown chakra. It says, what are we left with the runaways? Okay. We got Mystique. What you see is never what you get. And oh shit. Don't do that, please. And Hawkeye, ready, steady, go. Where my book at? I don't even know. Oh, no, that's not it. Just had it. I don't know. I think Spirit's just saying that, you're I feel like you're in an energy where you don't run away from things anymore. You know what I'm saying? And you could get in your head sometimes thinking about, like what it is you're left with, like you're not seeing the big picture, and sometimes spirit doesn't want you to see that thing. They don't want you to see quite where you're going yet because all we would do is just fuck it up, okay? All we would do is just fuck it up. Trying to over control everything, trying to overthink everything, and trying to make sure we take the right steps to get there, So Spirit's saying like you don't need to worry about that. You could be feeling like, man, every time I meet people, I see one thing and then it's like what you see is never what you get, you don't have to worry about that. Spirit's just saying, you ready? Keep steady and just go and just count on them to make sure that the outcomes are, what they need to be. Because that's how you really have faith, okay? You have to trust in yourself. They want you to really trust in yourself, okay? They like, what you saw wasn't important is what they're saying. What you felt was more important in those past situations. What you felt was more important every time. It was more important and you felt it and you didn't trust yourself. But now, but you really didn't know that you were feeling what you were feeling. You know what I mean? Like you really didn't understand yourself yet. So now that you understand yourself, just go ahead and trust yourself. That's a big step, learning to trust your intuition though too. So this is where you are, okay? Or you have complete trust in your intuition and you just need to watch what you eat. Okay. But it says moderation. It says, is there something you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, okay? Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. So it's like, don't go all crazy and just totally strip yourself of things, sugar, like cigarettes is an addiction, you have to like wean yourself off of sugar. I cut down sugar a lot. I had a toothache too. That helped. Okay, that really did help. Transformation. It says this fairy tells you to surrender to transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So there's nothing but good things on the way, Anything that you're feeling that doesn't feel quite right with you, okay? It's just growing pains. It's just healing pains, okay? Sometimes it could be people sending certain energies toward you. There's this divination. You probably could feel other people getting all up in your business, doing readings and shit. Okay, but you're protected. Like, that's all you need to know is you have all the protection that you need. Like, no harm can come to you because of your protection. So right now, it's saying just watch what you eat because eating high vibrational foods raise your vibration and the vibration of the world, okay? And trust your intuition. And with that, fire signs, I am done. I hope you guys have a fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, and I will see you later.